We're here today with Michelle Grosser from Michelle Grosser Law. Thank you so much, Michelle, for your time.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. So, what happened in your business that caused you to need Stafi services?
So I actually spent the last 8 years working with a partner, and we had a whole team. We had multiple attorneys and multiple staff. And then in March, I decided it was time for me to go on my own and spread my wings and open my own practice. And in doing so, at the beginning, I found myself doing all of the things and quickly realized that that wasn't sustainable. But I didn't really have the capacity to spend time interviewing a bunch of people, training them, getting them all of the software, and just getting them up to date on everything. So I decided to look into what some alternative options might be to best suit my business, and then Stafi came along.
So, what problems were you having because of it?
I think at its most basic level, I was just completely overextended. I think it's really hard to run your business while you're in your business.
Absolutely.
So you can't be doing all the nitty gritty. You can't be doing all the details. You can't be coordinating your calendar and all of these different things. It's just impossible, right? So I think for me, there was a very short season of that and being and opening my own practice, but it was very soon that I realized that I just couldn't do it all. I can't run a firm, be a mom, and wake up at 5 in the morning to catch up on admin stuff. It's just no way. I needed help.
Absolutely. Then you have no quality of life, and it's just impossible to grow.
It's impossible to grow. You can't be in it and run it. There's no way.
And how did you find Stafi?
I found Stafi through Raquel. We actually we're part of the same networking group. And she was one of the first people that reached out to me and invited me to lunch just to share with me all of the benefits that Stafi could offer me, particularly in the season I was in my business. And that was when I realized that that would actually be a really good fit for what I was trying to do.
And why did you end up choosing to work with Stafi? Why were we the best option for you?
So I think initially I didn't even realize that something like Stafi was an option or was available. But the more that I learned about how all of the help is trained big time before they even come to you, on day one, it's not really day one. They've spent a ton of time on the back end, being groomed and prepared and trained and all of these things so that when they get to you, they're ready to hit the ground running and actually start working. I've been an attorney now almost 10 years, and I've spent so much time trying to train new assistants and get them on board with systems. And it was very different this time with Stafi. The minute my new assistant started, within a day, she was already handling stuff. She's so well resourced by Stafi that I think they are able to intercede. And a lot of the questions that I found myself answering with new assistants before, it was never an issue with her. I never had to spend that time on the front end, which really saved me even more time.
How would you describe the services that Stafi provides to you?
Stafi's fingerprints are all over the whole process. You definitely are not alone. It's not they just drop you with this new assistant and then they're all right, guys, figure it out, spread your wings. It's very much interactive. They're constantly checking in, monitoring progress, asking for feedback. So they're really partnering with you in that whole new relationship.
What results did you get from us, or are you getting from us?
So I think for me, I'm definitely getting a ton of time back. I know how much time is wasted in multitasking and just jumping from task to task. So just having an assistant from Stafi has probably given me back, I would say maybe 2 to 3 hours a day. And I think the way I can use that time better is that I know for me what my zone of genius is. And I don't make money for my firm when I'm calling to confirm depots or make sure people are showing up on my calendar or calling clients and running through things that I need from them for discovery. None of that really moves the needle in moving my business forward. So the fact that I can delegate that and save those 2 to 3 hours a day to someone that I can rely on and trust. And then I can use that time better to do the things, 1, that are within my zone of genius, 2, that make my firm money, and then 3 are things that I actually enjoy doing.
What's the value that Stafi has provided and is providing to you through the legal assistant?
Personally has just been that I know that I can delegate and trust And what that allows for is for my mind to not have to focus on all of those things. So then as a working mom, I can actually take the time to be present with my kids, not have to be working around the clock, trusting that the work is still getting done so I can pick them up from school or make dinner or do the things that are important to me. And I'm not just grinding 24/7. I am, in the sense that she's actually helped me put together a list of all of these potential clients and referral sources that we wanted to reach out to. She's been helping me coordinate meetings with all of them. And that's been a large scale project where I just wouldn't have had time to compile all of that and then do the actual networking and lunches and all that stuff. So the fact that she's been able to handle all the back end just with my direction, and then I can do the face-to-face stuff, has really made a difference.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.